What's up, everybody? I got another reaction. Let's do it.
Be with an average man.
Are you talking about average in looks or income or both?
Income. Because we don't. We're
Well, I
not
have
supposed
I
to be.
have
We're not supposed to be the lookers. We're supposed to be the earners. An average earning New Zealand man. Whatever they do in New Zealand, they played in the Lord of the
I'm,
Rings or some shit. I don't know. Whatever they do over in New Zealand, they do that shit. They're elves and extras and Aquaman, whatever.
we do have a lot of tradesmen in this country.
Yeah, could you marry one of those guys?
I mean, I possibly could, but I don't typically find that attractive.
Well, then here's what you
Like
got.
there's nothing.
Exactly, man. That's what you get. Give it up for the Godfather, anyway. Rest in peace. But yeah, nah, he's right. I mean, she sounds like she's got a lot of standards, right? That men can't meet, and she's mid at best. And the Godfather's just letting you know how it is because that's how it is for most women, right? You're gonna get to a certain age and then live in regret.
I don't care what you find attractive, ma'am. You're a 36-year-old second grade teacher with exceptionally high standards.
She thought she deserves an above average man when she looks like a 2 at best. Modern women are delusional to the point where it's genuinely concerning. Men, please stay away.
A man who makes 100,000, 300,000 a year, that's good money. But for my specific life goals at 24, with plenty of
Man, the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about, not that kind of money. You may have a lot of options for dudes making, average money, but not for no man talking about three, $400,000 a year.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not here in Atlanta.
well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes 100,000, 300,000 a year, that's cool. That's good money. But that's not enough money for me to say, I'm stopping what I'm doing and only your cares matter.
Are you kidding me, man? This mid, and she is mid, below average, looking woman. She said that 100 grand a year is not enough for her. Is this where we're at these days? Is this where we're at in society where you can get mid women like this saying that a man that makes over 100,000 is not enough for her to even lift a finger for her man? Basically, that's what she's saying.
What I want to do for my family, what my goals are.
This is a single woman.
Yeah.
This is a dead woman walking.
She barely deserves a man making 30,000 a year,
Bloody
let
hell.
alone 300,000. Women have been conditioned to believe they deserve the best of the best, including the ugly fat ones.
Some guy called me ugly because I said I wasn't interested. He's like, whatever, you're ugly anyways. And I was like, and imagine the ugly girl still turned you down. Wow. Like, that's wild. He was so pissed. If I wasn't with other people, for sure that guy would have tried to assault me. For sure.
Oh my God.
Men and their egos.
This is the reality of the current dating market. Your only options as a man are beluga whales, and when you try to pump and dump to take care of your needs, even these women have the audacity to treat you as less.
Even mid women are having these standards, right? Look, she's not much to look at, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but even these women have these delusional standards. Like, is it a mental health problem that they all think this way? Not all of them, but especially these mid women think this way, that they deserve Chad and Tyrone. Like, come on, man.
Men can't afford to be delusional, and if you're an ugly girl, you can't be delusional either. To some degree, I don't know what it is,
It's
man.
social media's fault because a
Yo,
lot of these guys
just-
are gassing them up and giving them attention, so they don't
Yeah.
need to operate in reality. You got guys in your DM saying, "Oh my God, I love you so much." That's why you don't need to exist in what's in front of you. Men don't get that same privilege. We're not going to say, "I don't agree" to truth.
Social media has inflated the ego of women to no end. The most below average female believes she rules above all and is
That's right. That's what I was saying. Social media has done something to these women's ego and mentality, making them think like they're Queen Sheba, right? making them think that like that they're the prize, and you have to put blame on social media for that as well. But also you got to put the blame on the individual female who is taking all that stuff in and believing it, right? There's a saying, right? Don't believe everything you read in the newspapers. That's the same for social media, man. Don't believe everything you see on social media. When I'm talking about the likes, the swipes, the comments that they get about their bodies, you know, all that stuff. It just gets to their head. They become narcissistic. They become delusional. Then they start thinking, "Oh, men ain't shit." Come on.
The best of the best. Men have no chance of surviving the current dating market. It's best to go your own way as a man.
Why don't women typically approach men?
Because of rejection.
If a woman chooses to approach a man and shoot her shot, is she more or less likely to be rejected than if a man approaches a woman?
Less. I feel like men like that.
I think a woman shooting her shot is much more likely to end up with that man.
If a girl approaches a guy and like makes the first move, usually it works out better.
What advice would you give to the men that fear rejection?
Don't be scared, just shoot your shot, maybe.
Yeah, you say that now, but you know, there's many men who have been rejected. Oh, I wouldn't say rejected, I'll say humiliated. Like those men at the gym who get humiliated for nothing and they don't even say anything, they just glance you away because you dress like a 304. Men being humiliated for trying to be a chivalrous man by opening doors and then get yelled at, screamed at. You know, men trying to shoot their shot, then some woman just humiliate them, yelling at them in public. Like, come on, we've had enough. I mean, a lot of men have had enough. They've checked out, and now they're giving advice like this. Come on.
You have a chance, maybe don't. Rejection is just something to take in, it's something to learn from.
Why don't women just follow that same advice?
Because women typically don't go out to look for men. We go out to have fun.
Women are always the first ones to complain about men and how they are so cruel and evil, yet they never put any effort in themselves and approach men. They never want to meet a man halfway.
Normally where I'm from, guys would just be like, where you going for tonight? Can I get your number? They don't even like take the time to ask you out or try and show you a good time. I just want...
Oh, the woman with the septic ring. I'm surprised she doesn't have tattoos. Well, can't see it visually, but it's probably there somewhere.
I'm a gentleman. Like, if you show me that I'm special to you, that's what I'm looking for.
Her nose piercing is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, and they want the special privileges. Show me that I'm special to you. Show me. Really? Like, we just met. We just met. Like, come on. We just met.
Of course, a man of value and status won't approach her. It's always the ugly feminist 304s who do the most blabbering about men.
This is where I feel frustrated, is where I just think that it just doesn't make sense to me how women are not being asked out on dates. Like, there are so many beautiful women, like, come on, like, just shoot your shot. But a lot of the things that the guys were telling me, and these were guys from the ages of like 19 to 40, was like, no, we don't want to intimidate a woman. If we see them on the street, like, we'll cross the road so that they feel safe.
I do that.
No, we don't want to come across creepy. True. So I do see that obviously culture has really like removed this from the man, this kind of...
There's been a big shift, right? And a lot of men say this, and we do, like, we want to make women feel safe and we don't want to intimidate them. But at the same time, we don't want to get yelled at. We don't want to get humiliated. We don't want to be labeled a creep, because a lot of these women, or, you know, Instagram women, gym women, you know, they're doing this stuff. So that's why a lot of men have checked out and grabbed their passports.
Of like the art of the chase, and then that I think in effect is making more men passive.
A lot of this has to do with, of course, feminism, but the hashtag #MeToo movement. The level of awareness on sexual harassment, which is a good thing, the awareness needed to be there, but there has been such a level of overcorrection, so much to the point that even a man just approaching you on the street is harassment. And the issue what a lot of men see is you can have two guys do the exact same approach, one's harassing her and one is received well, and the only difference is that she sees one as being attractive.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but
that's right. That's right. The only difference, he's cooking right now. The only difference is that the man is attractive. The one that she receives well is the one that's attractive, right? Even if the attractive one was like, you know, like so forward with her, you know, seemed intimidating, she's still gonna give him a shot because why? He's attractive.
That's not really fair.
For years, women have told men to stay away from them, not to approach them, not to even look at them. Now that women miss male presence in their life, they don't know what to do.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Yeah, man, shut up.
Women have ruined the relationship dynamics of the current world. They have stopped men from being men and approaching women. It is now considered a crime and a death sentence to have feelings for a female.
This is one of the most frightening stats I've seen. According to Pew, more than 50% of men between the ages of 18 and 24 have never asked a woman out in person. I just find that so upsetting and rattling because that means they're either not asking people out or they're asking them out online where, quite frankly, they can't demonstrate any sense of excellence. And I think the beautiful thing about human sexuality is sometimes you don't even know why you're attracted to someone. You like the way they smell. You find out they're funny. And that happens in person. But we need more third spaces, more places people can meet. I actually think it would be helpful to have in the senior year of high school a class called adulting. And also, quite frankly, I think young men need guidance around how to express romantic interest while making the other person feel safe. And also that if you express romantic interest and ask someone out for coffee and they say no, you're both going to be fine.
Men are done. They have gone their own way permanently.
Yeah.
It's over now, fellas. There's no point in trying anymore.
Yeah.
Pump and dump, hit and dip. That's all.
Look, yeah, that's where we're at these days, right? It's just pump and dump, hit and quit. That's where we're at these days in society, right? I'm not talking about most men or most women. I'm not talking about all men and all women, but that's just what it is. Women are going through these whole phases. So now men will have to adapt. Okay, you don't want a relationship? You want to play? Well, we can do the same thing. Men are great at adapting to anything, right? We can adapt to being lonely for the rest of our lives. Women can't. They get to their certain age, they start living with regret. They get a cat, a dog, or any wildlife species just so they can have companionship because they crave that. But men will be okay. So, yeah, I mean, I do agree with some of the things this guy is saying too.
All you need to do with these women. Don't even think about making her a long-term partner or anything.
Lisa's texting you, not me.
Oh no. Bro.
I don't know what you want from me.
Bro, she just made him crash the car, bro. Why would you jump over and do that while you're driving? First of all, you're risking his life and you're risking your own stupid life. And then all you can say is, I don't know what you want from me? After you crashed his car? Yo. Bro. Kick her out. Kick her out of the car. Tell her to walk.
I know.
He just got that car. He just got that car and she knew about it. And her intention was to hurt this man by hurting his car. Oh, kick her out, bro. They didn't give a shit. They don't care. These women don't care, man. Kick her out. Kick her out. I would.
Modern women are evil, period. Women are not to be trusted at any time, anywhere, at any place. There is no such thing as a real woman who is obedient and submissive to her man.
Thanks for watching, brothers.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Man, what do you guys think, man? Leave a comment in the chat below. And please give a like, it helps with my channel. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.